phone than the other camera. That other camera did not look good, and it's supposed to be really good quality. So I don't know what the deal is. Probably the way I uploaded it. But anyway, so speaking of vlogs, so I vlogged yesterday a bunch just because I had a lot going on, and like mentally I had a lot to say, and oh, that's really cute. It says boo. Anyway, I just had a lot going on. I really needed to talk to someone, so I thought I would talk to you guys. I'm headed to work right now, and I don't know. I tried to get ready. I got a little bit leftover headache from yesterday. Yesterday did not go well, as you probably saw. But eventually, at the end, it turned out to be a good day. So, out of all that, pain and suffering, and royals, and my headache, and getting off work so late, at least the Royals won. Yeah, baby. Anyway, enough of baseball talk for right now. I'm on my way to work. I already told you that. This weather is so beautiful. Like, it's just like jacket weather. It's so nice. My car says it's 58 degrees. There's like bright sunshine, and then the clouds will cover, and then it's like gloomy like this. So, anyway, I'm just kind of like, I lost my train of thought. It's just such a beautiful day. Just a lot going on. Oh my gosh, I have not told you about my dream. Okay, so, alright, I'm going to tell you guys about this crazy dream I had last night. It was scary, but it was like weird. So, it started, okay, from what, I'm going to just tell you what I remember. Obviously, that's how I know it's a dream, and I remember stuff. But, okay, this is how it happened. I remember we were in my old house, so the house that I grew up in, and from that house, I woke up on the couch, which I didn't ever sit on the couch. I woke up on the couch, and I heard people talking in like my parents' room. So then I go in there, and I realize that it's my class. Oh my gosh. This is really weird. I just figured something out. Okay. Wow, this is really creepy, guys. Okay, so in my dream, I woke up and there was a class for work, and my manager was running the class, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so weird how real it is. In my dream, I was like, how come you guys didn't wake me up for this class? And because I'm late now. And my manager was like, don't worry about it. Here's the homework. There's really no homework, but in class, which is weird. But he's like, take these papers to the office. So I was like, okay. So I grabbed the papers, and it's funny because the homework was, I read the papers, it was to name 2 Sarpino's pizza toppings. I don't know why, that's just weird, but whatever. So, let me make sure I'm recording. Because this is so weird, I want you guys to catch it. Okay, so, I'm going to pause right there and tell you, I didn't realize until just now that I slept through a meeting that I had for work this morning, and normally my manager will call me and wake me up and say, where are you at? Like, well, that happened one time, and this morning he did not call me, which I'm okay with because of the bad night I had, and there's no way I was going to make that meeting. But I don't know if I just subconsciously or what, but like, oh my gosh, I dreamt about it, and then that actually happened the next day. Oh, that's so weird. That was a meeting that I had to go to this morning with that manager. Oh, that's so creepy. Anyway, So, passing that. So now I have these papers that I have to bring to this office, and I'm walking through these halls, and it's not that house anymore. It's now like a weird underground kind of, because I used to go to school, or I used to go to a university that was underground, and I feel like these hallways in my dream represent that, where I went to school at, and the long hallways with the rocks on the sides. So this was like an organization, like an operation, and there's like all this stuff going on, and it's underground, like meaning nobody knows what's going on, like it's a secret, top secret. And okay, so I'm trying to like piece things together. Throughout my dream, like there's a tooth in my mouth that I kept pulling out and trying to clean it underneath. I know that sounds really weird, but like I kept trying to pull it out and clean the food from underneath, like for some reason. I don't know why. That's really weird. I don't have any teeth that pop out. That was just something weird, like it was bothering me. So throughout my whole dream, every once in a while I would stop, pull that out, clean it out, and then put it back in. Same thing with my bottom teeth on the left side. So everything was on the left side, and like I would pull out a whole row of teeth, like rub my tongue, and then put it back down, and it would fit perfectly. So then I was trying to deliver these papers, and something ended up happening. I think I ended up bumping into somebody, and I dropped the papers everywhere, and I remember trying to hurry up and pick them up so that no one would just like step on them or anything. And going through these halls, I was seeing people that I knew from elementary school. So I'm not in school anymore. That was a long time ago. I mean, I'm not that old, but it was still a long time ago. And I was seeing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I know you. I haven't seen you forever. Oh, I know you. Like, I saw these people. So then somebody yelled, get those kids out of here. So I'm like, what? So I know this is top secret. So I see these kids playing basketball in the gym or whatever. And so she's like, get those kids out of here. They're not supposed to be in here. And they're like 10, 11, maybe about 3 kids. And so I go over there, and I'm like, hey guys, you have to leave. Sorry guys. And I grab the basketball, and they're all like mad, like, oh man. And like they had to leave. And then I remember going back. So like trying to get these kids out. There's stuff going on, and I don't know where, like how this ended up playing out, but I remember all of a sudden like being in the car with my boyfriend. So there was like, when the kids were there and they weren't supposed to be, I remember there was alarms going off like and there was like, I wonder if that was my boyfriend's alarm clock. Anyway, there was like alarms going off, and the kids weren't supposed to be there. And then I ended up getting in the car with my boyfriend, and we're driving, but we were camping in my dream. So all of a sudden I know that we're camping, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, we're going back to, like, what's all this stuff going on? We're driving, and I see like big red lights, like big, like glowing red lights, and I drive over this bridge. We drive over this bridge, and I look like behind, and I see smoke. And so all of these red lights are flames, fire. There's fire, and like I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's fire everywhere. So we start driving, and we're driving to find our campsite. So when I was, sorry, I don't want the phone to fall. When I was younger, we would go camping a lot, and we had a large camper. It was like a 33-footer, and it had the pull-outs from the side, and that was the camper that we had in my dream that we were like staying in. And as we're driving, now I don't know what any of this stuff means, but I'm just telling you because it was so like, it really made a difference to me, this dream. It really like, I was thinking about it a lot when I woke up. So these lights that I saw in the campsite, it was kind of like, it's kind of like when you go shopping in like an outdoor shopping mall kind of, and they're like these poles that come out of the ground with like a light on it, and they're kind of short, but they're just enough to glow the pathway so you know where you're going. Well, that's kind of what these poles were in this campsite, and they were all lit up red. So there's so much red in my dream, and they're lit up red, and there's one across from our campsite that's white. So all of these lit up red, and I go, oh my gosh, I think that the red means those campsites are on fire, and then the red one, or the white one, was the one meaning that one was not in danger, that one was not on fire. And I was looking, going, that's weird, how is there fire everywhere, but that one's not on fire, that one's good. That didn't make any sense to me, this white light. So I look over, and my boyfriend's like, oh wow. And I look, and for a split second I saw the camper, and it was burned. And he kept driving, and I didn't get a chance to look again. Like, I saw it for a second, and then I didn't see it, and I was like, oh man, I would like, you know, I wanted to see it, you know, I wanted to get our stuff. And he's like, I was like, good thing we weren't in it. And he's like, yeah, but there was a chihuahua in there. I don't know why there was a chihuahua in there. I don't even have a chihuahua. But I remember this girl yesterday who I was at work with told me she had a chihuahua, so that might have something to do with that. But he was so sad. We were all sad, like, oh no, like it's too late, we can't get it. So we had to keep driving because we didn't want to be in danger. So we drive out of the campground. Oh my gosh, I have to make sure I'm still recording. Like, I'm getting paranoid that it's gonna not be recording. Okay, it is. Yesterday I recorded 3 different times, and then I stopped recording, so I can't put it back. There we go. Okay, so now we're driving out of the campsite, and next thing that I know, okay, so we're like downtown, wherever this is. It doesn't look like downtown Kansas City. It's like, because we're on vacation, so we're somewhere, some territory that I've never seen before, and the the leaves and the dirt in an intersection start rustling and twisting and turning, and I go, oh my gosh, look! And we can see it like far ahead, and I was like, go away, get away from it, and we're driving, and it's turned into this tornado. Like, the skies turned dark, there's this big ass tornado, and I'm like, oh my gosh. By the way, we live in the Midwest, so tornadoes. And so there's this big tornado, and I'm like, drive away from it, because it was right in our path. So in my dream, there's one street that I saw kind of like in front of us that went to the right. So that was our only way, without stopping and turning around. That was our only way to get away from it, was to turn in that street and get away from the tornado. Well, for some reason, I'm like, right there, go right there, turn right there. And for some reason, my boyfriend pulls up to that road, stops on the corner, puts the car in park. Everything's rustling, the leaves, the wind, the car shaking. He's got his kids in the back, and I'm freaking out. Why are you stopping? Apparently, in my dream, he thought it was safer to take cover and to stay. Like, I don't know why. If it was a real tornado, we'd try and drive away from it. But so he thought it would be safer to stay in the car. And so I look over and I touch his hand, and I'm about to tell him, I remember my thought process, and I was like about to tell him how much I love him, because I thought we were about to die, and I was like, honey, I love you, and I'm thinking of all the stuff I'm about to say to him, and the steering wheel is not a normal steering wheel anymore. It's like this, like instead of right up here, it's like this, and it's around. And it's like one of those things that you sit on with your legs crossed when you're little, and then you turn it and you just start spinning and spinning. It's kind of like one of those, like I imagined it as. but it was still a steering wheel, and he said something, it was something like, my boyfriend jokes around a lot, and so it was something towards like, I think somebody said, how are we gonna go pee? I don't know why I remember that, or what that has to do with anything, but I remember like one of the kids saying like, how am I gonna go pee? And he's like, I'll show you. And he puts his leg in the steering wheel of this spinning thing. It's spinning because of the tornado somehow. And he puts his leg in it and he slowly starts spinning. And like for a second it was supposed to be funny, but then all of a sudden it got like really gruesome in my mind. Like then all of a sudden it wasn't funny anymore, and like his leg was stuck in the steering wheel that's trying to turn, and I'm so scared because his hip is about to break and his leg's about to break, and I'm like, stop, 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 and I grab the steering wheel and I stop it from spinning so that it doesn't break his leg, and I'm like, pull your leg out. And so like at this point now it's like he accidentally got caught. I don't know. So then that's when my alarm went off. My phone starts ringing, and I wake up. Ooh, that truck's getting in the wrong lane there. And that's when I wake up, and I immediately start writing down my dream, like typing it in my phone, because certain dreams, when they rub me the wrong way and they get me thinking a lot, I want to hurry up and put it down. That way I can look at it later. I don't know. Dreams mean a lot to me, even though they can be crazy and I don't know what the hell they mean. But that was my dream last night. I don't know what it had to do with. I tried to look up stuff like fire and like camping and stuff like that. I didn't get much good answers, consistent answers, because I was on different websites. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, and the teeth thing, like what the world is that about? Like I don't even know. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to my dream, my crazy story. So I'm just driving to work. I'll hopefully be there soon. Hopefully be on time. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. This is Miss Curly Locks, and